All right, good evening, everyone. Recognition, this is to advise those present at this meeting of the Board of Education of Pinelands Regional School District in the County of Ocean that adequate notice of this meeting was provided in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act. The notice has been posted on the Pinelands Regional School District website, in the Board of Education office, the junior high school and high school buildings. The notice was also filed with the municipal clerks of Bass River Township, Eagleswood Township, Little Egg Harbor Township, and the Borough of Tuckerton. May I please have a roll call?
Miss Betty?
Yes. Here.
Mrs. Grasso? Noted. Absent. Mr. Hewitt? Noted. He's absent. Ms. Johnson? She is not here. Miss Patty Martin?
Here.
Mrs. McVeigh?
Here.
Mr. Vox?
Here.
Miss Crystal Martin?
Here.
Mr. Dalio?
Here.
We are in session.
Thank you. Approval of minutes. Recommend motion to approve the following items. It's April 27, 26 regular session and April 27, 2026 executive. May I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Miss Betty?
Yes.
Miss Patty Martin?
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh?
Yes.
Mr. Vox?
Yes.
Miss Crystal Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Dalio?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Moving on to reports. Student representative report. Amelia Busby.
Good evening. I'm Amelia Busby, president of Pinelands Regional Junior High School Student Government Association. Starting off strong, I would like to recognize our student body for some outstanding attendance last week as we completed the NJSLA testing. During this week, we held a Spirit Week to motivate students to do their best on the tests and have a positive attitude. These Spirit themes included wear your workout gear, superhero attire, bright colors, and more. National Junior Honor Society and Junior Interact Club hosted their annual talent show at the junior high on May 7th. This event had great turnout and raised money for 7th and 8th grade classes. Congratulations to our first place winners, Brooke Gatton and Samantha Horton, and a big thank you to all student and staff volunteers who made this night possible. National Junior Honor Society also held the JHS induction ceremony on May 14th to honor the hardworking 7th graders who were accepted into the program for their service and leadership. 8th grade officers who are finishing up their service as the school year comes to a close, Elena Irvin, Garen Maloney, Reese Barchetto, Connor Giberson, and myself spoke on the inductees' roles in the society and set a proper example. This ceremony would not have been possible without the volunteers of teachers and students, especially club advisor Ms. Brady. Student government hosted a bake sale during lunch periods on April 28th to support the 8th grade class in their annual dinner dance. This was a huge success. Thank you to everyone who contributed. The Pinelands Art Expo was held on May 13th to display the artistic work of our students in district. Our 8th grade drama class put on an amazing show titled The Audition, which they have been working hard on every day. Congratulations to all performers. Now on to sports. To start, the 7-8 girls and boys track team beat New Egypt at home to wrap up their season. Tonight, the Meet of Champions is going on at Southern Track. Unfortunately, Vice President Elena Irvin couldn't be here tonight due to her commitment to this event, where the coach selected standout athletes to represent our school. These include Evelyn Griffiths, Jonathan Boteri, McKenna Kakamo, Elena Irvin, Amelia Busby, and Alex Kern. Softball and baseball wrapped up their season last week, and the boys volleyball team is away at Barnegat for their last game tonight. Looking ahead, students can expect many fun events for the end of the year. 8th graders can look forward to Field Day this Friday and the annual dinner dance on June 4th. For the 7th graders, SGA is holding officer elections. Interested students will present their speeches on WCAT from the 1st through the 5th, and voting will take place on the 9th. Finally, tomorrow is Pizza with the Principal, which honors students who got straight A's in one or more marking periods this year. Thank you, and I'm very excited to see what next month has to offer at the junior high school. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Amelia. High school representative Katie Dillinger.
Good evening. We are quickly approaching the end of the countdown. The art exhibit took place last week. Here, students from all art classes got to showcase their artwork throughout the school. The event was open to the public, and the public was ushered to ask questions to the AP students about their investigation. Overall, it was a success. AP testing also went smoothly. The project graduation advisors, Ms. Heather Constantino and Mr. Brian Majoros, hosted the first project graduation golf outing on April 30th at the Atlantis Golf Course. It was a huge success. It was also an amazing day filled with community spirit, friendly competition, and generosity, all to help raise funds for the class of 2026 project graduation celebration. The project graduation advisors would like to thank many local businesses for their generous donations and to all golfers, sponsors, senior volunteers, and supporters who made this event such a success. They were able to raise $7,000 in donations and sponsors from this event. Our community to our students and community means so much. A huge shout out to the team to help this event happen: James Becker, Kim Ozowski, Christina Valesti, Marie Wyatt, all right.
You want to start over, Katie?
No.
Okay.
No. Currently, the project graduation advisors are hosting a vertical raise fundraiser to all right, I'm done.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right, Katie.
All right, I'm good.
Take your time, okay? Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to be moving on to presentations. There's someone out there now with their staff recognition. Oh, I'm sorry, I bypassed you. I'm sorry. Dr. Clark, Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Dalio. Greetings, Pinelands School community. It is really nice to see so many people in the audience. We often only have a few, and it's wonderful to see you all out here to celebrate our amazing students and our wonderful staff. So thank you for coming this evening. I am very pleased to welcome and introduce Susan Hodges from the Parker McKay Law Firm. Her law group was appointed last week as new general counsel for the Pinelands Regional Board of Education. Susan has been representing school boards in New Jersey for 34 years. As part of that representation, she handles labor and employment matters, including negotiations, as well as special education, Section 504, student discipline, student records, harassment, intimidation, and bullying, residency, tenure, and routine board matters, including matters of board policy and school ethics. She is a shareholder with the law firm of Parker McKay. Welcome to Pinelands, Susan.
Thank you.
I am also thrilled to announce that Pinelands Regional High School has been selected as a recipient of a Skills Lab equipment grant in the amount of $10,000 by the Explore the Trades in Ferguson Company. Mr. John Carmona was critical in writing and planning this winning grant proposal. Through this grant, our vocational students will get updated equipment to better prepare them for employment post-graduation. I wanted to say thank you to the Ocean County Department of Solid Waste Management, who has agreed to work with Pinelands to educate our students about recycling. Through this collaboration, they generously provided several recycling cans to increase their availability around campus, and will be working with our students on climate change education. Our Pinelands staff is amazing, as I've told you, and I'm happy to share that two of our educators who are on the agenda for this evening, Mr. Kyle Minasali and Mr. Brian Majoros, earned their master's degree this year. So congratulations to them. I would also like to recognize the teachers and staff at the junior high school who did an outstanding job throughout the NJSLA testing process last week. Their teamwork, flexibility, and positive attitudes played a major role in ensuring a smooth and successful testing administration. Our junior high staff members consistently supported one another, stepped in wherever needed, and worked collaboratively to problem solve and meet the needs of students and colleagues alike. Their professionalism and commitment to our students continue to make a tremendous impact on our school community. Mrs. Christine Thurber and Mrs. Andrea Figley did a great job coordinating the testing. Their preparation positively impacted the success of our testing sessions. At the high school, Ms. Kelly Green and her team have been engaged in advanced placement testing for the entire month of May. A special thank you to Mark Sink for all his help in overseeing testing each day, Cheryl Gravatt and Phil Holman for their support of the AP Testing Administration, Gio Rossino, Jamie DeRosa, Jerry Bennett, and Andrew Faldudo served as consistent and reliable proctors for the AP tests. Our AP scholars and educators spent the entire year preparing for these culminating assessments, and based on the feedback that I've heard, our students all came in feeling prepared and ready, thanks to their wonderful teachers. Our AP scores will be released in early July. Next week ends the AP Testing Administration at the high school. However, the high school NJSL testing, also coordinated by Ms. Green, begins. Best of luck to our high school students on these assessments. Throughout the high school testing season, the entire staff supports the cause by moving rooms, covering classes, and working around varied schedules. Thank you to all our high school staff for their help and support in these testing administrations. Please note that in the informational section of this evening's agenda, you will find the harassment, intimidation, and bullying, which is put as HIB, grades for the 24-25 school year. These grades for the schools within our district were determined through a self-assessment conducted by each school's climate team and were approved by the Board of Education in September 2025. This document reflects the finalization of those grades by the New Jersey Department of Education and has been posted on the district website. Please be advised that we are still finalizing the start times for next school year. With the change in busing, we are returning to internally tiered bus routes. We anticipate that the high school will remain at its current busing times and daily bell schedule. The junior high school buses and bell schedule will be approximately 1 hour after the high school start time. We recognize that this information is important for our students and families as they plan for next school year, and as soon as these schedules are finalized, we will share them with the school community. Lastly, as we move into the end of the school year, we have many events taking place that honor the great work of our students. And I urge everyone to attend these events to see and hear about the great accomplishments that are happening here at Pinelands.
Thank you very much. Okay, now moving on to presentations. Staff recognition. Dr. Frasca.
Good evening, Dr. Clark, President Dalio, Vice President Martin, board members, students, staff, and families. It's so great to see everyone here tonight. Without further ado, we are going to present a short video on all of the staff milestones and all of the retirees and staff of the year. After the video commences, we will hand out some awards to all of our recipients tonight. And we will have a brief intermission where you can go out and have some cake in the hallway and take some pictures with your family and fellow staff members and even students. Phil, take it away.
Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this task and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and their skin on trial.
big round of applause for everyone. I love the crowd participation. Thank you. Okay, we're going to start. It's going to be a little structured, so my teacher hat is going on. We're going to start with the 10 years. We have board member Mrs. Betty and board member McVeigh, who is going to help give out the 10-year, 15, 20, 25, and 30-year awards. We're going to start with Mrs. Maggie Brady. So stay up front. Come up, get your swag, and stay up front so we can get your picture. Mrs. Brady, okay, yeah, we're going to make a line. We're going to do pictures of each grouping. Next, we have Mrs. Tracy Eggert. I am not sure. She'll be right back. We have Mr. Matthew O'Connell. I don't know if he's here tonight. I don't believe anyone else from this group is up here or here tonight, so we have just giving them a round of applause. Nurse Kelly, Potapchuk, and Mrs. Louise Wagner for 10 years. Okay, can we get a picture of 10 years? Going to get it for you. Okay, here's our 10-year milestones. Congratulations. Beautiful. Thank you. Mrs. Betty and Mrs. McVeigh, please stay up here for the rest of the milestones. We have, for 15 years, the one and only Miss Amanda Traina. So you get your picture all by yourself with whoever wants to join her. Don't leave her lonely.
Ready for your close-up?
Beautiful. 15 years. Thank you so much. Okay, now we have our 20-year recipients. I don't believe he's here tonight, but Mr. Scott Beaton. Mrs. Barbara Doherty, Christy Punder, could not be here tonight, Mrs. Maury Lee. I know I saw Maury, come on up. Don't go anywhere, come on up here. Front and center, Mrs. Bethany Miller. Mrs. Thea Tichas. Congratulations, 20 years. I don't believe he's here tonight, but Mr. Robert Townsend. Mr. Donnie Whiteman. And last but not least, he left us for a hot minute, but Mr. Charles Miller. Okay, here's our 20 and 21-ish. Some of them are overlapping a little bit, but we're going to get their picture. 20 years. Okay, 25 years. She could not be here with us tonight, Miss Laura Calderon. Mr. Jerry Caravella. Mrs. Diane Green. Brant Hall. So happy he could join us tonight. Mr. Nathaniel Kirby, come on up. Thank you. Mrs. Lisa Mahan. Mrs. Michelle Molesky. Mr. Michael Rua. Mrs. Joanne Sofield. "25 amazing years." Thank you so much. Get ready for your picture. Yes. Yes. Right here. Oh, okay. I don't know if I have her.
Thank you all. Congratulations.
Thank you, 25 years. And for the milestones, last but not least, Mrs. Karen Kenny for 30 years at Pinelands. 30 years. No, you have to get your picture. You can't go anywhere. She tried to run. Congratulations. Okay. Okay, we are moving on to staff members of the year. We have President Dalio and Vice President Martin who are going to assist with this segment. Same deal. When your name is called, please stay up in the front so we can get your picture. First, we have the Teacher of the Year from the high school, Mr. Jim Arduin. Stay up here. We're going to take your picture tonight, Jim. For the high school, the Educational Service Professional of the Year, Miss Marie Wyatt. For the junior high, the Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Maggie Brady. And for the junior high, Educational Services Professional of the Year, Mrs. Andrea Figley. Okay, we got a photo up here. Hold up your swag bags. One more round of applause for the Staff of the Year. Amazing. And last but not least, our 25-26 retirees. We do not have everyone tonight. Our wonderful students in our construction tech program made all of our retirees a beautiful, lost the word, cutting board. and they even have a little stamp of a wildcat on the back so you can remember us. So I want to give a round of applause to Mr. Jerry Caravella. He couldn't be with us here tonight, but he will be receiving his cutting board. Mr. Michael Iveson could not be with us tonight. Mrs. Maury Lee, come on up. Happy retirement. Retirees, get your cutting board and stay up front for a photo, please. Okay, Mrs. Amy Martelli. Mrs. Karen Steen. Mr. Paul Millar could not be here with us tonight. I don't believe, did he? Okay. I checked today, but Mr. Paul Millar is retiring. And so happy that she came tonight, Mrs. Janice Tedesco. Mrs. Melissa Thompson. I wasn't sure. Mr. Sunderman could not make it, but let's give him a round of applause. Mr. William Sunderman. Miss Lori Smith. And Mrs. Karen Kenny. Okay, hold up your cutting boards. I hope every time you use these for your charcuterie board, you remember all of the wonderful years at Pinelands. We appreciate you so much. Photo op for the retirees. One more round of applause for our retirees. And I would be remiss if I did not mention that today we had our wonderful non-tenure fourth year presentations. So a special shout out to our 4-year staff who are up for tenure in the 26-27 school year. Mr. Mark Sink, Mrs. Nicole Rossi, Mr. Benjamin Flesh, Ashley Grasso, Mrs. Melissa Gomez, Mrs. Erica Tulo, Ms. Lisa Besser, Mrs. Heather Yost, and Ms. Casey Mitchell. Thank you everyone for coming out. Our staff is second to none. There's no one better than the Pinelands staff. We are going to have, I believe, a short recess. President Dalio.
Yeah, take 10 minutes.
We have about 10 minutes. There is cake in the hallway if you want to do a photo op. Mr. Shore provided us with some backdrops, and then we will resume the meeting in 10 minutes. Thank you everyone for coming out, and congratulations to everyone who was awarded tonight.
Green Team presentation presented by Mr. Ardwin.
All right. Good evening, everybody. So this is just an overview of all the projects and curricular-based activities that we've been doing as part of the Green Team, as part of Barons to Bay, as part of 7 to 12 curriculum to infuse environmental education and some of our grant work together. There are hundreds of pages of interesting curricula online that you can read at any time, but we wanted to sort of give you some pictures, put them in your minds, and talk about the things that we've been up to. I think the last time I addressed the board on this was like 4 years ago when we first started the class. It's been a while, so wanted to catch everybody up. Which one's which, Phil? Is that it? So, there we go. There we go. Just our philosophy a little bit. Really, it's been this way since I came to Pinelands in 1997 with George Young and all those wonderful science teachers that sort of mentored me. You know, we only protect what we love, we only love what we understand, and we only understand what we're taught. So Pinelands has always done a great job infusing local ecology into the curriculum, and we're just trying to build on some of that legacy and some of that history. And not going. I just point to you now? Sweet. And then obviously the next one, which is what we've been focusing on the last 5 years as far as getting people involved, students, community, etc. If you create a compelling story that your community can tell together, people will see themselves as necessary characters as we're moving forward and trying to do some really cool things here. Cool. In a lot of the readings that I did before we got this program up and running again, there's a lot of information about the ecology of place. Environmental science is pretty much a curriculum that's taught everywhere with a nice textbook put together by a great publishing company about things that are not local or anything about New Jersey. And we wanted to put something together with an ecology of place so that kids are discovering and understanding things here in our place, not just the Pine Barrens or Barnegat Bay, but we've been blessed with a campus that is huge with some amazing features that no other school in this state has. This is our view, period one, in the fall every morning when we get out there looking across Bog 2 toward Giffords Road. Give me a switch. In the winter, go ahead, Bog 1. Bog 2, Bog 3, or there's Bog 1, the Cedar Swamp. So we have an amazing space that we have room to discover, that we have room to collect information, to monitor over time. And that's the key when you look at other places like Rutgers Marine Field Station, having a place to find as much information and find out how organisms interact and the human impact on those areas. And here at the junior high, we have some amazing spaces too with our greenhouse, with our junior high gardens for the last 2 years, and then the trails behind the junior high with that's a little more traditional Pine Barrens with intermittent ponds and everything else. So for our courses, for our projects, for our everything we do, we have some simple goals. Like I said, there's pages and pages and pages of official educational goals, but I try to keep it simple and focus on those 3 simple things of discovery, stewardship, and communication. Since we started the class in 22, we've had about 3 to 4 sections per year, somewhere around 58 to 60 students. We added an Ecology 2 level because the first year we did the class, juniors were like, can we take that again? And I was like, we can't take the same class twice for credit, but we created a second level that's a little more independent study. In our second year, Southern Regional and Barnegat High School all adopted a similar curriculum and have started teaching the class up there. In 24-25, we started the junior high gardens, which got the 8th grade involved in our environmental initiatives. And then this year, we had 3 sections of Barons to Bay at the high school. The APES class was back strong with 15 students, and then 7 and 8. The junior high garden project was expanded to 7th and 8th. Go ahead, you can switch now. So when it comes to discovery, Obviously, reading about what's happening in our local area, but I really tried to reach out to as many professionals, alumni, et cetera, that are working scientists in this area for sort of a career component. These are folks that are working in the industry. These are folks that are working and trying to find out things that are happening all around us, from Rutgers, from Stockton, from the DEP, from just about everywhere, all more than willing to come, share their knowledge with our students, share their story with our students, which I think is really important in the fact that, they talk about what they did to get their undergrad degree and how they progressed through the system. Go ahead. Every September, we start off the first full day Friday with a Bog Bash, where we get a chance to introduce a lot of the people who come in and work on projects with us, with the students. So it's sort of an informal way to get everybody to sort of meet. We have 4 stations at the high school, 4 stations at the junior high school. And again, it's people from the Stockton Maple Grant, from Jersey Friendly Yards and Barnegat Bay Partnership, from the J.C. Neer right down the road, from Reclaim the Bay, Ocean County Soil, New Jersey Parks Fire, New Jersey Fire Service, and Pinelands Commission. And so we spend our first full day Friday with the students getting an introduction to the things we're going to study without me showing a PowerPoint. We're going to do this in September. We're going to do this in October. They actually meet people and see what we're going to do. Go ahead, Phil. On Earth Day this year, we actually got to Batstow to see 2 of our presenters, and they gave us a tour of their trails and their historical areas. Go ahead. This is a list of all the guest presenters. Some of them are return folks. They've come 2 or 3 times throughout the year, but I think at last count it's somewhere in the 40s. Professionals that are out there offering, in some cases, internship opportunities through Rutgers, marine shellfish aquaculture, through Reclaim the Bay offers student internships or opportunities for students to present their ideas and then ultimately get an internship. So it's a lot of different folks from a lot of different areas across the board, all coming in to work with our high school students and meet them and set up those relationships that might come into play down the road at some time. Go ahead. Stewardship has been a big part of our program. The first year, I thought I was probably going to get in trouble for child labor laws. The bogs were a hot mess. You couldn't walk down the paths or anything else. I was bringing all my wife's garden tools every day, and we were trimming bushes and raking and doing all kinds of things. But this year was the first year it really stood out how much we did. At our Barnegat Bay cleanup, we had a bunch of folks who were at the first one and then haven't been back until this year. And they were like, wow, the kids have done such an amazing job. There's not as much stuff to pick up. The first few years, we were talking thousands of pounds of garbage out there. I think this year was like 275. So that regular daily ritual, which isn't daily, it's once or twice a week in the fall to get everything going. And then in the winter, we only get out for the cold weather stuff. And then in the spring, it's more discovery. But the fall sort of sets up all those abilities to access these areas across the winter. Go ahead. We spread our stewardship this year. We had a grant-funded field trip over to Ship Bottom, New Jersey, a place dear to my heart for all the guys who remember me as the ice cream man in Ship Bottom. I talked to Matt Bernstein, who is a former customer who works over there, and he got us set up, and we went over and planted dune grass on a blustery day in November. Thankfully, the wind was coming from the west, and we were protected by the dune. But we planted dune grass on 20th Street in Ship Bottom. Next. The communication portion, obviously, there's lots of reading and there's some writing and all that other stuff, but I try to make things visual, bring out the artistic side. So we're sort of in that STEAM mode of various projects, whether it's Pine Barrens organisms, Barnegat Bay organisms, types of symbiosis. The death posters there from a chapter of a book we read by Ken Abel called Life and Mostly Death. So the kids' project is either to write a horror story or make a horror movie poster for that section. Go ahead. We've taken our show on the road to present in various capacities. 2 years ago, Dr. Clark and I went to Denver and spoke at the NSTA. Every year, Kylie and I are at the LEH Green Fair. This year, Dr. Clark and I were at ANGI, which is Alliance of New Jersey Environmental Educators, to present what we did. And then our youth group, part of the Climate Change Learning Collaborative through Stockton, started a is it YAY? Is that what they call it? YAY. Youth Environmental Action Committee that our students met 3 or 4 times this year on Zoom with students from other schools, and we presented at that. I guess that was a culminating activity. And you can see Peyton, who's standing right next to me here. Peyton was part of that. Go ahead and give me another one. And then since the board approved it, I figured I'd talk about it tonight. I was on a few other workshops, and I guess the Pine Barren Short Course at Stockton every year is an ongoing thing, but it gives me a chance to interact with some folks, find out some ideas, meet some people, and eventually have some more guest speakers. For example, the bottom left picture is Ben Wurst, who actually came and spoke today. He's the osprey specialist here in New Jersey, and he's the guy who goes and checks all the nests here in southern Barnegat Bay. And then on the right, it was a 3-day conference for New Jersey coastal and climate resilience. Met a lot of folks. Got a lot of valuable information because when I was there, everybody got a name tag, and it said Jim Ardwin, teacher. So I was like the unicorn of the conference at that moment. Everybody came up and just stared at me and were like, "You're a teacher? Why are you here?" And because they're mostly industry folks, people in the DEP, et cetera. And I was like, "Well, I'm at this school right up the road," because it was at Seaview Golf Club. And I said, "Well, I'm right up the road, and we have these almost 40 acres of bogs that we have a restoration plan, and we just got a grant." And then I became a circus act because everybody's like, "No kidding. Bill, come here. Tell him. Tell him." So it was just a great experience to sort of see how folks are handling these restoration projects and programs all over the state of New Jersey. They're all, the number one theme was what we're experiencing now. We got the grant, congratulations, do the cartwheels, and then nothing can be done until permitting comes through, and that could be anywhere from 3 months to 36 months, as we were told. But I got a chance to meet with all of our, at one of the days I was there, they invited me to lunch right there. Everything was provided right there, but I got to meet our project manager and a few other folks on the team that are actually going to start doing the work in the bogs with us and our students as soon as those DEP permits clear. Go ahead and click again. And then finally, the last part of communication. We've had the Barons to Bay for Grown-Ups class the last 2 years. I think we had 12 people signed up for it. Last year, we advertised it because the first year we ran the course, a bunch of parents came up and were like, "I wish I could take your class." So we advertised it as now you can without the homework or the reading. But it's a lot easier to take grown-ups on field trips. So we've been all over the place, from the Pine Plains to Double Trouble State Park to the Rutgers Marine Field Station. Give me a flick, Bill. And this is this year's class, year 2. I think we're up to 18 folks. We added some new guest speakers. The gentleman in the top left is the state climatologist, Dave Robinson, who's more than happy to Zoom with us. We went to the Long Beach Township Field Station to talk about programs that they're doing over there. So it's been a great experience. And like I said, it grew a little bit. So hopefully next year, we've changed the night from year to year. Monday, I think, last year, Tuesday this year. But when you see it advertised, we usually run it from February to May. Tomorrow night's our last night. We're going to go out to the Rutgers Marine Field Station again and get a tour from some of the staff there and some presentations by their staff. Go ahead. So now, the projects, the grants, stuff we've done. Go ahead and click. The climate change grant, $90,000 last year. I'm sure, hopefully you've seen it as you walked out. Hopefully you experience it, because it's a community garden. The 8th grade students last year designed where we were going to put all those things with the help of Harry and Laura Cross, who are sitting in the audience tonight also. We definitely could not have done that without them. And that's, if anything I could take out of all this, you know, people say, "How do you do it?" And I'm like, well, it's not just me. It's getting all these other folks to be a part of things and you know, get them involved with the students so they can share their knowledge with the kids. Go ahead and give me that. It starts out each of the last 2 years growing everything from seeds. Students have done everything from write letters to, we just got out straight donations of seeds. Go ahead. To continue growing from seed. The bottom left picture there, we had the New Jersey Department of Education come this year well, they came last year for a walkthrough for the grant monies, and then they came back again this year. And I I think it's safe to say they were really happy with what they saw. We've had teachers in on in-service days. We've had students, so many different students from 7th and 8th grade getting their hands dirty and doing lots of cool stuff with gardening. And then there's the transplant, which is around this time of year. Planting it all in the gardens, letting it grow, and then, go ahead. Even summer harvests where people can come and get fruits, vegetables. It's a community garden. People can come and get it anytime they like. Some of it goes to the local food banks. And go ahead. And then most of these projects are things that we do at the high school as part of the Barron's Debate class. So I will turn the mic over to our senior, Peyton Aramuller.
All right, so some of the things we do in class is water testing. We go out on stewardship days and collect water samples and then test for many different things in the water. And then also, a few times a year, the watershed ambassadors come in, and on the first day, they'll teach us about the different insects we can find in the water and what they mean for the quality of the water. And then the other days, we'll go out and we'll actually collect the samples and look for them and then figure out what that means for our bog water. Last year, we had Dr. Matt Olson out, and we took our first step for the bog restoration. We planted Atlantic white cedar trees. And one of the watershed ambassadors last year pointed out a really big pitch pine we have in the bogs, and we measured it and sent it out, and it turns out it's the biggest pitch pine in New Jersey.
So last year, toward the end, right about this time, I had a student in one of the classes come up to me and say, I need to do my Eagle Scout project. I was wondering if there's something that I can do for the bogs. And he mentioned benches for the paths. While we have some really cool paths, he asked an only child what he wanted. So I was like, I would really like outdoor classroom space. And he was like, what do you mean? And I sort of walked him over to this area, and I was like, imagine if we had a place to do all the sorting on the macro studies and during the Stockton Maple grants where we actually had places to be out there instead of just standing around. And he was like, so like picnic tables? I was like, yeah, if we could just get this cleared out, frame it with a couple post and rail fences and some picnic tables. So he used that for his Eagle Scout project. And actually the ceremony, the picture at the top, it was yesterday. He got his Eagle Scout officially yesterday at the I guess, what do they call it, Phil? Code of Honor Guard or Court of Honor, right on. Yeah, Court of Honor. So his Court of Honor was yesterday. He actually got his badges and everything else, but he did a fantastic job, and we utilized it this winter, and we utilize it in the spring so far. And other classes, obviously, also can go out and utilize it, as long as I'm not there. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so he just wanted to build a couple benches, but like I said, he asked an only child science teacher what they wanted, so it got a little big.
And for the Stockton Maple project, people from Stockton come out and help us set up the tap lines for drip and pump, and then we collect the sap and we make syrup out of it, and then at the end of the year, we'll actually taste the syrup with a pancake day. And then also towards the end of the year, when it gets warmer, we all join the iNaturalist app, and we all just go around identifying as many species as we can find.
It actually gives us a printout. If you look at the bottom corner there, if the students actually have their settings, location settings on, it puts a pin where all those organisms were found. So that sort of all organizes it for me. And then we can go out when certain species are found and certain times, and we can go out and reference those with other students from other years as the program goes.
And then also with the Jockey Stow, we do American eel monitoring. So we'll get a eel mop and we put it out wherever we want in the bogs. And then every once in a while on stewardship days, we'll check it and see how many eels we get. And then with Reclaim the Bay, they send us a whole bunch of clams in a tank, and then throughout the year, we'll measure them and see how they're growing. And then this is the Barnegat Blitz cleanup that Mr. Ardoin talked about earlier. And it's just a community cleanup that anyone can come to, and throughout the years, we've had much less trash than when we started out. And then this is our big project we've been working on this year. It's the Little Lab project. We are going to have 6 stations around the high school and junior high school, all with little science projects that you can do, anyone in the community can come and do. We have one at the Champion Pitch Pine Tree. We have a few at the junior high school gardens. There's a scavenger hunt one, and there's 6 in total.
And this was the grant I was talking about before. In November, I believe we were awarded a $1.39 million grant to start phase 1 of the restoration plan that was developed by Rutgers graduate student, one of Dr. Lathrop's graduate students, to start with the retention or detention basin that's out behind the high school. Right now it's a giant trough, but part of that restoration plan called for some paths and basically like a 4-pooled system to allow more plants to absorb the pollutants that are running off the parking lot before they go out into the Giffords Mill stream, which is the stream that runs through our bogs. So that could happen soon, I hope. I hope sooner than later. I'll be 55 in 4 years, so I'm hoping I get to experience all this stuff before I get to retire. But we're looking forward to that. And like I said, when I met with all the project managers from Greenvest, they were ecstatic and very excited to meet me, because they were like, we do projects like this on the sides of roads where cars are zipping by. We don't ever have the opportunity to do something in a community with a school. We want the kids involved. We want to sit down and brainstorm how we can get them involved in this whole project. We were recently awarded a Xerxes Society grant for a pollinator garden, which is going to go over here at the junior high school. That picture is right outside of this wall, right on the north side of the building here. And maybe some pollinator gardens in some other areas, depending on how many plants that actually translates to. And one more. We just recently found out we were, what's the official terminology, Kim? Finalist? Pre-awarded a $45,000 grant that included some activities over climate literacy involving after-school, summer camps, extracurricular activities, teacher trainings, trips for students, and other supplies. So I just put a picture together. We don't know what that's going to look like yet. We don't know if we're officially in, but it looks good. So I think that's about it. We have a website with thousands of pictures. We have videos. We have drone flyovers of the property. You name it, it's all right on there if you want to check out the website. It needs to be updated. I'm not exactly caught up. It's been a crazy year. But we have everything from the last 3 years up there, and I'm in the process of getting the last couple months updated. But at that point, does anybody have any questions? I either hit a home run or that was really long and you just wanted to end.
Thank you, Mr. Hardman. All right, moving on to work session. Board forum. Any board members like to speak?
I would.
Sure.
I just wanted to give you all an update on the New Jersey School Board Association delegate assembly that I attended this weekend. I know Dr. Clark had sent out the handbook that had all of the resolutions to be voted on for your review about a week and a half ago. And just as an update, the first resolution failed, but the rest were passed. So if you wanted to, go back and look into that handbook to see what passed and failed, I just wanted to give you that update. I see one of our neighboring school board members is here. She was also at the delegate assembly as well. It's good to see her here. And yeah, that's all. Just wanted to give you that update on it.
Thank you, Crystal. Okay, moving on to new business. Old business. Okay, moving on to residence forum, agenda items only. Board Policy 0167 encourages community participation in every meeting. However, the board requests that the public respect the 3-minute time limit when commenting on agenda items only. Anyone from the public like to speak? Seeing no one. Instructional, recommend motion to approve instructional items A through D. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call.
Miss Betty,
Yes. Yes.
Miss Patty Martin,
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh,
Yes.
Mr. Box,
Yes.
Miss Crystal Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Dahlia.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Personnel, recommend motion to approve, excuse me, the following personnel items A through S. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Miss Betty,
Yes.
Miss Patty Martin,
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh,
Yes.
Mr. Vox,
Yes.
Miss Crystal Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Dahlia.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Harassment, intimidation, and bullying, recommend motion to approve the following HIB item A. May I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Questions? Roll call?
Miss Betty,
Yes.
Miss Patty Martin,
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh,
Yes.
Mr. Vox,
Yes.
Miss Crystal Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Dahlia.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 11, policies and procedures, recommend motion to approve policies and procedures item A. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call?
Miss Betty,
Yes.
Miss Patty Martin,
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh,
Yes.
Mr. Vox,
Yes.
Miss Crystal Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Dahlia.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 12, operations, recommend motion to approve the following operation items A through H.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call?
Miss Betty,
Yes.
Miss Patty Martin,
Yes, however, for H, no.
Mrs. McVeigh,
Yes.
Mr. Vox,
Yes.
Miss Crystal Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Dahlia.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Report of the Board Secretary, Business Administrator. Recommend motion to approve the report of the Board Secretary's Business Administrator, items A through R. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to mention, on this item, H, the resolution for rising healthcare costs. That was brought up. I attended a county meeting last week, and one of the things discussed was this resolution that the NJSBA had put together and had requested that all of the boards review it, approve it, and send it to our governmental officials in Trenton to try to get some help with the rising healthcare costs and some increased aid. Just wanted to put that out there for you guys. And at the end of that resolution, it has a list of people that we'll be forwarding the resolution to, including the governor, state treasurer, some of our assemblymen. I would urge you to look at that list of people and also reach out to them as individuals if you would like to, you know, the more voices behind this kind of stuff in Trenton, the better for our district. So.
Thank you, Crystal. Who was the motion second?
Crystal Martin, motion, Mr. Vox, second.
Okay. Okay, roll call, please.
Miss Betty,
Yes to everything except for, on line item 13A, the Weiner group.
Miss Patty Martin,
Yes, with the exception of, the Weiner Law Group, no.
Mrs. McVeigh,
On the bills list, the invoice from the Weiner Law Group, we voted no, yes on everything else.
Mr. Vox,
No to the Weiner Law Group, and 13A, yes to everything else.
Miss Crystal Martin.
No to the Weiner Law Group, and yes to everything else.
Mr. Dalio.
Yes, that would be no to A, B through S, yes.
Motion carried with exception of the line item in 13A.
Thank you. Informational items, monthly attendance, monthly discipline reports, and security drill. Moving on to residents forum, general topics. Board Policy 0167 encourages community participation in every meeting. However, the board requests that the public respect the 3-minute time limit when commenting on any topic.
Is the mic on? Okay. My name is Liam Callahan. I live at 32 Falkenberg Drive, Little Egg Harbor, New Jersey. Good evening, everyone. I'm here today to respectfully ask for the opportunity to walk at graduation this year. I've lived in the district my entire life and attended public school until 2020. During that time, I was deeply engaged in learning, creating. When I was 8 years old, I wrote and published a book, and I was the featured author at the Scholastic Book Fair for Frog Pond. Even after I left, I'm homeschooled. Even after I left the traditional school path, Pinelands continued to graciously include me in the community. I've attended events such as homecoming, junior prom, history club, trips to Philadelphia and DC, and I'm a member of Saw Club. At the age of 12, I programmed and released a game on the App Store. That led me to studying computer science at OCC, starting in 8th grade. Despite my age, college has been a great fit for me, and I've been inducted into the Phi Theta Kappa National College Honor Society. It became one of my goals to earn a high school diploma with my college classes. Last week, I completed my 30th credit at Ocean County College, which makes me eligible for a New Jersey high school equivalency diploma at 16 years old. I share this not to brag, but to show you that I've worked through an accredited institution and earned my diploma that brings me here today. Even without attending classes in the building, I've built strong friendships with many of the seniors graduating this year. One of them is my older brother, Riley, and a few of them have showed up here to support me, that they want me to walk at graduation with them. You guys can stand up right now. This is just a few of them. You can sit down now. You're good. I would also like to emphasize this is a unique situation. This is, I'm connected with the local homeschool community, and this is not something that everyone else would wish to do. It would just be me. It would be a one-time exemption, not a new expectation. My family has already reached out to the district administration, and they have seen, and they seemed fine with it. Where is it? About this possibility, and there was positive discussion in September. However, I understand there may have been some confusion about my request. So I came here to personally clarify my request. My understanding is that New Jersey law allows local districts the discretion in determining if homeschool students can participate in activities like trips, clubs, and graduation. This leaves the decision entirely up to the board. You guys can decide this. And I would appreciate your willingness to consider my request. To be clear, I'm not asking for a Pinelands issued diploma. I will be receiving a high school diploma this year from the state of New Jersey, so that would be redundant. I'm okay. I'm just asking to walk on stage with my friends and celebrate as a Little Egg Harbor teenager, the completion of my high school education. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. Hey, Liam, can you fill out on the podium?
I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yes, he did.
Okay, thank you. Wait, anyone else? Oh, there you go.
Good evening. Harry Cross and my wife Laura Cross are here. We just want to thank the board for allowing us to volunteer again this year and help with the students in the greenhouse. We brought some sample cannas, which are these lovely plants that the students have started. We have a policy now of every 8th grade student gets one, plants one, and gets one, takes it home for Mother's Day. So we'd like to honor you with some of these cannas also. Cannas are a tropical plant. They bloom all summer. They grow quite large, and they're easy to take care of. They are tropical, so if you want them to come back next year, you have to do what we do, is dig them up in the fall, dig them out of the ground. I'd also like to mention something that happened to me today. I met 2 Pinelands 7th graders who are set up down the street on the corner selling lemonade. I would encourage you to buy lemonade from these guys. They have their grandmother's recipe of lemonade. And I asked them, what are you doing with the millions you're going to make selling lemonade? And I expected we were going to buy some kind of games or do something. You know, they told me they're going to invest it. That's 7th graders from Pinelands, so you're really raising some smart kids. I mean, that's unbelievable. But please, I told them I'd send a lot of business their way, so please go down there and buy some lemonade from them. They're down on the corner. I'd also like to mention that in our time with the students, we also help with the Science Club, which is run by Melissa Urowski over at the high school, and they had a plant sale this year, and they were able to quadruple their plant sales based on all your support. So thank you for your support of this plant sale. And they're going to use that money. We thought they're going to do something fun with it. They're going to go to a botanical garden. Can you believe that? Students want to go to a botanical garden, so they want to go see plants. Is that amazing or what? So we're really excited about that also. So again, thank you for allowing us to be in a school and help with the students.
Thank you.
Don't fight over these things. I heard sometimes there's arguments about things. So don't fight over the cans, all right? That's all.
So I'm happy we're missing some members, so we'll get the good choices.
The last thing I'm going to mention to you is we also had a smell test for students, and we have some very aromatic plants here. I'm going to ask you to take your chance on the way out and smell them. Okay, that's all. And they're labeled as to what they are. They have some unique fragrances. One of which smells like cocktail. So, you're gonna love it.
Good evening, Dr. Clark, board members. Abby Martin, Parkertown Drive, Little Egg Harbor. So I just wanted to come up here and say, I just want to thank you, Dr. Clark, for your report of the superintendent, both at the last meeting and at this meeting. Quite honestly, very impressive. And it was a breath of fresh air. For the first time in a long time, it gave me a lot of hope and positive feeling about the district. I also want to thank this school board, every member up there, for doing your due diligence and taking the responsibilities seriously as a board member. I was a board member myself for 3 years at Ascending District, so I know how tiring it can be, and it's a thankless job. So thank you for your service. Accountability, transparency, and asking those difficult questions are part of good governance, and I appreciate the effort being made to get to the bottom of very important matters facing this district. I'm speaking tonight again as a current parent of 3 children who two attend Pinelands and 1 will be coming soon, but also a former board member in Ascending District, as I mentioned. In addition, both my husband and myself are graduates of Pinelands Regional High School. My mom taught here for 30 years and was part of the school board. This community and these schools matter very deeply to my family. And we're proud of where we came from, and we want to continue to be proud of where we came from. Unfortunately, over the last several years, the reputation of this district has become overshadowed by controversy and conflict and litigation. I cannot tell you how discouraging it is to be out in the community and go to the gym up in Barnegat and have people say, "What is going on at Pinelands? I can't believe what I saw on social media." It's embarrassing, and more importantly, it takes the focus away from where it belongs: our students, our teachers, and our schools. As we all know, leadership matters. The people leading a school district set the tone and example for the entire community, including our children. One of the most important responsibilities of any Board of Education is overseeing the chief school administrator. I know this personally, and ensuring the right leadership is in place for the needs of this specific community. At a time when schools are facing extreme financial challenges from the state, from the federal government, taxpayers here in Little Egg Harbor should not continue seeing money diverted toward unnecessary litigation and excessive attorney fees. Those resources should be going directly back to the classrooms, academic programs, athletics, and student support services. Every dollar spent on conflict is a dollar that is no longer available for our kids. And despite all of the negativity and distractions over the years, I want to make sure that I say publicly, the teachers here at this school are unbelievable. They are fabulous teachers and administrators. They are so dedicated, and we have so many dedicated educators who care so deeply about our students. They work hard every single day and continue to show up for the kids, regardless of the challenges around them. They should be proud. They deserve recognition, support, and leadership, especially leadership that allows them to focus on what they do best, educating our kids. So that's why I'm positive tonight, and I'm so hopeful, and I wanted to come up and say that. I'm so hopeful for the future of Pinelands Regional School District. I'm hopeful that this board is committed to restoring professionalism, stability, and trust, because you're all here for that reason. I can see that. I'm hopeful that relationships with our sending districts like Tuckerton Elementary, Eagleswood, Little Egg Harbor can improve moving forward, because our students benefit when our communities and leaders work together collaboratively. In closing, I just want to say I truly appreciate the work that's being done to move this district in the right direction, for standing up and volunteering your time as board members. I know how much time it takes, and I know the dedication, and it's a thankless job. For the first time in a really long time, I'm very hopeful about the future of Pinelands, and I hope we continue to move forward with students at the center of every single decision. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Martin.
Good evening, Dr. Clark and members of the board. I'm here tonight as a citizen of this town and taxpayer, and not a representative of Little Lake Harbor Board of Education. I wanted to commend this board and Dr. Clark for the recent actions which have been taken to ensure that students and student programs are a priority at Pinelands. Even though I'm not excited about the tax rate increase necessary to balance this budget, I understand it. That is why I came tonight to thank you as a board for acting responsibly and ethically when it comes to your oversight here at Pinelands. I do not purport to know any specific details with regards to Dr. McCooley's administrative leave of absence, but what I do know is this. According to recent articles in the newspaper, Dr. McCooley is suing both the Board of Ed and this district, and the district of Little Egg Harbor for what seems to be retaliatory reasons. This costs money to answer and refute, a lot of money. This money could be going to pay other bills, and certainly is better spent on students and student programs. It is unfortunate that both districts in this town are being sued by their lead employee and former employee in the case of Little Lake Harbor. This money should be going to students instead. I say all this to say, thank you for the recent decisions and actions taken by this board to get to the truth about perhaps many unscrupulous behaviors and activities occurring in and around the Pinelands administration. I wish you all success in doing so. And once again, thank you for restoring my confidence in your Board of Education, oversight and responsibility for the students of this district. Again, I thank this board for protecting and supporting the students of Pinelands. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, for the record, can we just get your name?
I'm sorry. Laura Erber, 205 Flax Court, Little Lake Harbor.
Thank you.
Anyone like to speak? Seeing no one, board forum. Ryan?
Nothing this time. Although I am taking a plant, sorry. Because I got one last year and it's like 5 times. I still have it.
Is it?
It's doing very well.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Miss Betty?
I just want to say congratulations to all the teachers that deservedly were here tonight to be honored. The bog thing is incredible. The grants are amazing. We're doing really good work out there. It's a cool place, and yes, I want to plant 2 things.
Thank you, Lisa. Patty Martin?
Yes, I'd like to wish the seniors all the best. All the exciting things happening at the end of the year. I really enjoyed Ms. Barton's presentation. It's wonderful. And thank you for the flowers.
Oh, interactive. Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome. That's so sweet.
So cool.
That was so thoughtful, Patty.
All right, you get the big plan.
Was there anything else you'd like to say, Mrs. Martin, or is that it? Okay. Ms. McVeigh?
Thank you. I would like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Gross for their time and energy. We thank us for allowing you to volunteer. We thank you for your expertise, your kindness, your willingness to share your talents with our students. What you've done in a couple years here is amazing, and on behalf of the entire board, I would like to thank you for that. Also, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Ardwin and how exciting it is to see everything that is going on in the bogs. Many years ago, when we got into the issue of the dam bog, literally dam bog, and trying to figure out how to close the dam, decommission the dam, all the things, headaches that we had trying to figure that out, gave birth to what Jim is now overseeing. And it's really amazing that a headache, an issue, a concern turned into being an outdoor classroom with endless possibilities. And I know Dr. Clark isn't going to want to accept this appreciation, but her hard work and diligence and never say no attitude has resulted in many grants and other opportunities to have people come in and help us do what the vision is to do out at the bog. So on behalf of the students, the community, the environment, much thanks go to Dr. Clark and to Mr. Ardwin. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Crystal?
I would just echo the sentiments of our board. Thank you so much to the Crosses. Like Ms. McVeigh said, we should be thanking you all day, every day for the work you do here. Congratulations to all the staff and teachers. This is always such a uplifting night to really celebrate the employees here who day in and day out are doing the hard work. The presentation by Mr. Ardwin was amazing. And I do want to say to Dr. Clark, congratulations on the article that you recently wrote and was published regarding outdoor learning and really using your environment to teach. It was a lovely article. Congratulations on getting that published, and that's it.
Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, I'd just like to add, I would like to thank and take this time to thank all of the retirees. Thank you for your years of service and dedication to our district and our students. And congratulations to our staff members of the year. It is truly an honor to be recognized. Mr. Ardwin, is he still here? No? Okay. I'll echo what Ms. McVeigh said. That's a huge undertaking as an educator and also to deal with the bogs. So I want to thank you very much for all your hard work and dedication to our ecosystem. The board really thanks you. I really have nothing else, but we do have a need to go into a second executive, and that is for personnel, HIB, board correspondence. No action will be taken. Can I have a motion to go to adjourn into executive?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? All ayes. Aye. Any nays? All right, thank you. Motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Abstentions? Thank you.